All right, I want to go over a couple more examples of function operations. Function operations, what are function operations? Yep, you're exactly right. They are operations with functions. You can multiply, you can divide, you can add, you can subtract functions, and you can do a lot of other things with functions, such as square rooting them and applying other things such as cosine, etc. The number of operations is quite endless. So we're going to go over our first example where we have f of x is 2x minus 9 and g of x is x squared plus 27x plus 9. We want to see if we can go ahead and add those two functions together. So of course, I'm going to go ahead and write down the name of each function. So instead of writing f of x, I will write 2x minus 9. And instead of writing g of x, what will I write? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and write down x squared plus 27x plus 9, as you see right there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and ask if you can help me out with combining like terms. If you combine the like terms, what do you get? Try it out. Okay, so one of the goals I want to have you do is continue to write things in order. So you want to include it from the highest power to the lowest power. So first up, we'll write x squared. Then we will write rx. So if I add these two together, 2x plus 27x, I will get 29x. And finally, our constant term. Negative 9 plus 9, if I add those together, I will get 0. Is it really necessary to write 0 or plus 0 here? Yeah, it's not necessary to write plus 0. So our final answer will be x squared plus 29x. Excellent answer for f of x plus g of x. It creates a new function. Okay, next up, we want to practice subtracting functions. So what's the difference between adding functions and subtracting functions? There's actually quite a big difference. Do you remember? Okay, let's go ahead and start with writing the names of the functions instead of writing f of x. So I'll write 2x minus 9, and then I'll write minus g of x. G of x is x squared plus 27x plus 9. Awesome. So at this point, I already made a mistake. If I tried to add this together just the way it is, I would have made a major mistake. So what's the thing that I do need to remember when I'm subtracting two functions, right? Am I just subtracting the x squared, or am I subtracting the whole function? Yeah, so I'm going to need to make sure that I add parentheses around this function. Really important step to show that I'm actually subtracting the entire function. Okay, so that leaves me with what? Let's rewrite it. Two x minus 9, and if we distribute the negative sign to all terms, we'd get negative x squared minus 27x minus 9. Notice how all those signs have switched from positive to negative. Okay, that is exactly how you do this correctly. Finally, we want to make sure that we write this in the correct order, so including the highest power first. So negative x squared, check. Adding the two x's, 2x minus 27x, right? That'll be negative 25x. And finally, our constant term, negative 9 minus 9. This is a big difference than if we did not have parentheses. So negative 9 plus 9, or sorry, negative 9 what? Yeah, negative 9 minus 9 will be negative 18. And this is the correct answer for when I subtract the two functions. Okay, you should already notice, like, wow, what a big difference it is if I add the two functions versus subtracting the two functions. It's a major difference. So I want you to try out number 3. This time, you're not only going to subtract, you are also going to have to multiply f of x by 2. So give it a try and let's see if we get the same answer. Okay, so let's check our work. X squared plus 27x plus 9 minus 2 times f of x. Well, what is f of x? F of x is 2x minus 9. Notice how I have to multiply by a negative 2. Doubled it. Okay, so that's going to give me x squared plus 27x plus 9 if I distribute the negative 2, right? Not only distributing the 2, I have to also distribute the negative 2, so the negative sign. I will get negative 2 times 2x is negative 4x, and negative 2 times negative 9 is positive 18. A negative times a negative is a positive. Okay, so let's finally combine like terms and let's see if we got the same answer. So starting with x squared, then adding the x terms. 27x minus 4x. 27 minus 4x. 27x minus 4x is 23x. And finally, our constant terms, 9 plus 18. I'll ask Siri for help. I do not want to mess this one up. 9 plus 18.
It's 27.
Awesome. So that is going to be the correct answer. So we should learn from this video that not only we can add functions, we can subtract functions, we can multiply functions, we can divide functions, which we're not trying today. It's quite difficult to do that. But you can also do a combination of the two, such as adding and multiplying all at once. So I hope that this video was a little bit helpful for you. And that is it. If you have any questions, please go ahead and type them now.